Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Mohammed Al-Dabbag from NABU Research Academy. Today in this video we are going to talk about problem statement, where to find it and how to write it. Anyone if have any question you can email me. This is my email. So here in the beginning we want to know what's the problem. Problem is the challenge or issue or the gap that the people face in their life. For example, like if you face anything in your company, in your government, in your public sector, in your neighborhood, this all we call it a problem. Okay, and if you solve these issues, the life will be better. Like you can like give some benefits to the society when you solve these issues. So here, what is the problem statement? The problem statement is just this statement that, or one statement or few statements that you are writing your problem to make it clear to others, especially when you are writing an article or thesis. I will give you some idea, or I give you some things like in Viva or Defense. When you do your presentation after you finish, they might ask you, and this is the question, is so important question. They might ask you, tell us your problem statement in one sentence. Just imagine if you write 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, then they tell us in one sentence, and you have to be ready for this one. So the problem statement can be in one sentence, can be in paragraph, can be in pages. Okay, so if you also in the article, if you can write your problem statement in one sentence, that will be clear and understandable for the readers. Okay, here are the keywords for the problem statement. Okay, let's say if I read the articles, how I can understand, or how can I know this author talking about the problem? You can know from these keywords, like when he or she writing about problem, challenge, issues, difficulty or hard, barrier, gap, need or should provide, like the government need, the people need, the government should provide, company should provide. That's mean he talking about the problem statement. Lack of, like less, can be, limited, limitation, necessary to. These all keywords, when you read, you can know this is talking about the problem statement. I will show you example from this one. We go to the same paper that we always give example. If you can read here, see issues here on the left side, and you can read issues, problems, provide. If you can go down, we can see even challenge, many, especially in these articles. See limited, issues, and so on. Okay, so let's go to the slide. Okay, here, where to find the problem statement? Okay, let's say I already know, I already understand. If you want to search about them, you have to, whenever you read problem, gap, and challenge, and so on, that's mean the author talking about the problem statement. Okay, where exactly in the articles? Okay, we can find it in the abstract. First one, see the article here, see the mouse on the right side in the yellow, this is issues, the major issues. Here in the abstract, you can find the problem statement or the problem of the research. Then introduction, let's go to the introduction and see. This is introduction, issues, problem, provide, issues. Okay, and also sometime the article, like especially if the review article or systematic review, they will write problem statement, barriers of study, issue of the research. I will show you here. We go down. number 5. Here, see, open issues. The author here writing about many issues, and here the author make a table and show you, because this paper is a survey paper. Okay, you can see here. So you can support your problem statement from this table if you are writing about Internet of Things or mobile application. Sometimes you can find it in the limitation. Some authors, they write limitation of study, or in the future work. Some authors, they write future work, and both it can be exist in the conclusion. Let's go to the conclusion. See, this is the conclusion. Limiting, provide, issues. Because here in the conclusion, the author, they will put the future work, like what they suggest, what they advise the next researcher or the next research. They advise them what is the future problems, because when they read, they suggest, they give advice to the next authors about what they write, what they should focus on. Okay, here we go back. Okay, here I provide some examples about problem statement. Some there are problem background and problem statement, especially in the thesis. They make 2 problem background and problem statement, and also in the paper you can see this one. Okay, let's say for example the first one, the problem background, we will read it. Knowledge is difficult to be shared because it is the result of mixing information or knowledge with the thinking. For example, here Muhammad 2018 or Muhammad 2010, whatever. And here the problem statement of this paper: higher education institutions in United Kingdom are facing the challenge of knowledge sharing in scientific research in order to create a new knowledge. Okay, so here we can read, here the down one is more specific and the up one is more general. So the up one can be the background of the problem, and it can, like, if we can say it is the introduce to the readers about the problem of the research. And the second one is more specific and is give the direct problem of the research. Okay, so now we go to the next slide, and here we will do the test. I will read them both, and I will give you seconds to let you suggest, or to let you answer or guess what is the problem background and what is the problem statement. The first sentence: in Malaysian public sector are still having limited attention, or it is the upset in some of them. The reason of this limitation are the lack of the resources and knowledge. Muhammad 2010, for example. And the second one: in general, there are limited study in Internet of Things field. Okay, if you need more time, you can stop the video. Okay, now if you read the second one, you can see it is the author already mentioned in general, like they are talking generally. So this can be the background of study, because it's talking about the general things, and the first one can be the problem statement, because it's already more specific, taking Malaysian public sector, and they talk about the resources and knowledge, so it's more specific. There is another way that I call it indirect problem, that you need to guess, or you need to make them both, and you find the problem. Like the authors, they didn't mention direct was the problem. You have to find it by your own. Okay, let's say here the first sentence, study in the last few years have used Internet of Things technology to solve the public sector problem. Okay, so here they said they use the Internet of Things to solve the public sector problem. And another one mentioned the mobile application can assist the government agency in increased information sharing among them. Okay, so here we can give from us, we can find it, because you know the first one is from the first author and the second one from another author, or maybe different paper, or also in the same paper. Then you can find by your own the problem statement. Let's say these, nevertheless, these electronic information sharing study are not mentioned about the use of Internet of Things technology to increase the sharing information electronically in public sector. And they here are more references, like you. Okay, I will repeat it again. Let's say, for example, you read in one article that universities they have issue of applying for student from international, and another paper mentioned that Facebook, it's easy to use for student. Then you can find, like, okay, this university, they don't use the Facebook to find the student, so if they use it, they will solve the issue of that they don't have international student, because most of the students now on Facebook, they're using the Facebook. So you can make it from this article to this article, or from the same article. You can make the problem statement. You can find it out by your own. Like if you didn't find it direct, like an author said, okay, this university, they don't use this one, they don't use this one, on this university they don't use this one, or this country or this company. You don't find it direct, but you find it line by line. You can put it together and you make your problem statement. Okay, this what I call it, indirect problem. Okay, here how to write it. If you want to write a good problem statement, you have to make it strong, the problem strong, and also provide recent citation, like is better within 5 years. Let's say now we are in 2018. It's good if you're like from 2013 or 2014 and to now. Support with example. I will show you here what I mean with support with example. If you remember here the article talking about USA, here he support the example with USA. See here the mouse on the right side. See this one, all of this one, when he mentioned about USA. Let me delete again. Okay, when the author mentioned about USA, see here, USA plan in 2025. Here he gave example. This will make easy to understand and will support your problem. It's good if you provide example. I did that in my PhD. And also write within introduction. Like you can write the problem statement within introduction, especially if you have a research paper, not a review article, not like survey, not systematic review. Okay, so the tip of today: circle your problem. What I mean here to circle your problem, like when you find your problem statement, put a circle on it, like this one. See this one, you put a circle on it. Then when you go to read another articles, you will not change your mind and you will not be confused, because already you know what's your problem. Already you know this is your problem statement. Then when you do research, when you do more searching, you will just provide support to this one. You will not go to find another one. Then you will not be lost. Please, for any question and answer, write it down on YouTube or on Facebook. And if you can, subscribe our video, our channel, and also share the video. Thank you for your listening.